Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, MawathLaAhyabyamnawa, Bahashim double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing this word to you sincere listeners. Just want to go into a lesson, all right, based upon this article here, you know, which one of the brothers sent it to me. You know, man, this man's wickedness, you know, has no bounds, man. This is just another reason why Yahweh has to take this nigga from off the face of the earth, man. He has to destroy him, okay? But before that, he has to take him out of power, okay? And he has to be punished for the wickedness that he's doing down here on the earth, man. All right? So as you can see from the headline, it says the U.S. wants to dump 1.5 tons of rat poison pellets on the Farallon Islands. Biologist says it's for the best. Okay, what's the Farallon Islands? If you're not familiar with that, you know, it's an island, small island chain off the coast of San Francisco, you know, where there's a bunch of wildlife. You know, it's not accessible to the public. And as you can see here, you know, this is actual pictures of the island. There's a bunch of wildlife, birds there. You know, this is federally protected land. But this nigga, okay, he wants to dump 1.5 tons of rat poison pellets on the island, man. Okay? And a ton, mind you, to put things in perspective, a ton is 2,000 pounds. Okay? So he wants to dump 1.5 tons. So that's 1 ton is 2,000. Half a ton is 1,000 pounds. He wants to drop 3,000 pounds of rat poison pellets on the island, man, to deal with the mouse population that's here. Okay? And they're, you know, doing their damage because they ain't supposed to be on that island anyway, you know? And that's another reason why this nigga's gonna get taken out, because he just goes and destroys whole ecosystems, man. He has no regard, you know, doesn't even think twice about what he's doing when he goes and visits these different places, man. You know, oh, am I taking invasive species with me? Am I taking species with me that will destroy the ecosystem? You know, he just does it, and then when it happens, oh, this is his solution, man. Let's just dump poison up there, okay? And this poison, you know, first of all, the mice are gonna eat it. You know, that's gonna enter into the food chain, all right? Regardless of where you put them at, whether he, you know, takes them off the island and puts them somewhere else, they're gonna enter into the food chain. The pellets, you know, a lot of those are gonna go into the water and poison the water, man. See, this nigga, he's just the devil, all right? Which is the reason why Yahweh is going to destroy him. Okay, he has no business being in power, man. This ain't something that a just and you know, a ruler would do that has scruples, man. Okay, it's not only is this just going to affect the mice that you are going to kill, it's going to affect the rest of the population. You know. So it says waves crash ashore on the Farallon Islands about 30 miles off the coast of San Francisco. It says for most humans, life on these jagged islands off the coast of San Francisco would be a nightmare. Waves lash ashore with treacherous force. The stench of guano fills the air, and the screech of seagulls is so loud that the resident scientists wear earplugs to bed. But wildlife thrive on the devil's teeth, the name given to the Farallon Islands by sailors over a century ago. If you go into the, you know, the history of the island, a lot of boats would crash there. You know, they would get sunken from these islands. It said the island's boats boast one of the world's largest breeding colonies for seabirds. So this is an integral part of the ecosystem for the earth, man. Okay, it said the island boasts one of the world's largest breeding colonies for seabirds, including the rare ashy storm petrel. And their beaches are covered with loiling sea lions and seals. The water surrounding the islands teem with 18 species of whale and dolphins. The island also hosts 10 of thousands of house mice, an invasive species that is wreaking havoc on the native ecosystem, according to biologists. And what's the reason why those mice are there? It's because the red Edomite came over there, man, and bought those mice with them. All right. It said the explosive growth in mice has attracted burrowing owls, who not only eat the mice, but also prey upon the storm petrels, a rare bird with a declining population. Why Why are their population declining? Because of the so-called white man, the red Edomite. All right, everywhere he goes, he leaves a trail of death and destruction behind him, man. All right, whether it's dealing with people or the plant life, the animal life. Okay, nothing goes untouched when dealing with the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay, the federal government contends that the only way to get rid of the mice is to drop 1.5 tons of rat poison pellets from a helicopter onto the islands. There's no, natural way that you can kill the mice. The only way is poison. See, this is the mindset of this devil. Okay, he just has to just drop poison on him. All right, it's the easiest way is kill him for sure. Okay. But Bay Area conservationists are worried about that poison, are worried that poison, an increasingly controversial rodenticide called Brodophacum will kill other species and make its way up the food chain. That's exactly what it's going to do. Okay? This is the case of using a shotgun to go after an ant. Richard Carter of the Ocean Foundation, one of the plan's fiercest opponents. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the agency that manages the fair lawns, acknowledges that while some non-target species will likely be killed in the process, broadcasting poison over the islands is a tried and true method of tackling rodent infestations. Biologists say that the long-term benefits will far outweigh any collateral damage. So he has no problem killing these other animals, man. Okay, and then, it spoke about one of these birds, the ashy storm petrel, that's rare, its population is declining because this nigga's probably killing it years ago, and brought its population down drastically. It could be affected by, this poison that he wants to drop. He don't care, man. Okay, real quick, let's bring this up, this article, or this scripture. This is Proverbs 12:10. It says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." Okay? And that's the red Hebrew Edomite, man. He literally has no regard for any of the life on earth, man. All right? The only thing that's on his mind is kill. Okay? Kill, destroy, maim. All right? As if this so happens to, wipe out some of the species that he's claiming to, the reason why the islands are blocked off in the first place is because he doesn't want the population of the birds, and the different wildlife that's there to decline, and those, species become extinct. But he can extinct a species by doing this, man. Okay, but then he'll have some excuse, it's collateral damage, so things happen, It says, if we didn't believe this option was going to dramatically benefit the island and safely and effectively, we wouldn't be recommending it, said Doug Cordell, spokesman for the Fish and Wildlife Service. The issue is expected to come to a head on Wednesday when the California Coastal Commission holds a public hearing on the plan. The FWS published a final environmental impact stating in March, a statement in March, a 300-page document more than a decade in making. Since its draft was published in 2013, more than 34,000 people have signed a Change.org petition objecting to the proposal. The Santa Cruz County Supervisor Ryan Coonerty has also spoken out against the plan and urged the Coastal Commission to oppose it. The commission staff, however, released a report expressing its support for the project, saying it was consistent with the state's marine protection and water quality policies. Critics insist there is reason to be wary of brodifacoum, an anticoagulant that causes internal bleeding. Mountain lions in California have been found dead with the rodenticide in their systems after eating small prey that ingested the poison. It's going to go up the food chain, man. See, Esau, he doesn't understand that there's a system in place. Okay? MawathLaAhyabyamnawa has a system in place to keep these different ecosystems going, man. Okay? And a lot of these birds that are on the island, okay, especially if it's a seagull, these ospreys and whatnot, these unclean birds which Yahabyamnawa permitted us not to eat. Those are the main kind of birds that are on this island. If you go into what's on that island, these are birds of opportunity, man. They're predators of opportunity. So they'll eat pretty much anything that's laying around, man. Okay, they're scavengers, which is the reason why Yahabyamnawa said they're unclean unto us. So if they see a dead mouse just sitting there, and they're hungry, they're gonna eat it. Okay, that's part of the role that they play on the earth. They're part of the cleaning system for the earth, man. So they're gonna ingest these mice, and that's gonna go up the food chain, man. All right, then some of these other animals that are on the island, they prey on these birds. Sea lions, they might eat them. Now the sea lion, see, this nigga needs to be destroyed, man. Okay, there's no other explanation or way of getting around it, man. There's only one thing that needs to be done to this man. Okay, he has to be taken out of power. He has to be destroyed. All right. This is not something a wise ruler would do, man. Okay, to come up with this as a solution to dealing with the invasive species that he put on the island. All right, there's a number of ways to kill mice, man. All right, ways that won't affect the rest of the population that's in that area. All right. It says California outlawed consumer use of the poison in 2014 in a bill that would ban the use of second-generation anticoagulants like brodifacoum on state-owned lands is making its way through the California legislature. The law would not affect federal lands like the fair lawns, however. The fair lawns rodenticide drop would occur in the late fall of 2020 at the earliest and will require approval by the EPA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The mice are a food source for migratory burrowing owls, according to biologists. But when the mouse population crashes in the winter, the owls prey on the ashy storm petrel, whose population on the island were half the world's storm petrel's nest, has been declining since the 90s. The mice have also spread invasive plant species that crowd out native vegetation. They also feed on the fair lawn camel cricket and compete for food with the fair lawn arboreal salamander. All right, and that's pretty much it. It's more goes into different things that Esau has been doing down there. A little bit of the history of the island, how Esau destroyed it. But yeah, man, the point is that this damn devil has to go. All right, there's no other solution for dealing with him. The Most High is just going to destroy this guy. Okay, it's Revelation 18:11. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." Okay, and when you look up this word destroy here, the word there for destroy the earth,
Strong's G 1311. Diaphthyro.
And the word there is diaphthyro, okay, which means to change for the worse, to corrupt of minds, morals. Okay, so this man has corrupted the earth. All right, and this is part of his corruption. This is a solution that he has come up with to, deal with invasive species. He's dropped poison on them, man. All right, which in turn is going to have effect upon the entire island. Okay, these other animals that are on there, they're not going to go unaffected by this, man. He don't care about that. Okay, this is also a part of his philosophies. All right, dropping poison on these animals. Okay, because these other nations, they'll do the same thing, following in suit after the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay, so it says he should have destroyed them, which destroy the earth or corrupt the earth. All right, to change for the worse, to corrupt of minds and morals. So he has corrupted the earth with his philosophies, man. And this is a part of his philosophy, how to deal with invasive species. All right. And the Most High, Yahabyamnawa, is going to destroy you for this. All right. This is Sirach 10:4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahabyamnawa, And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. And the ones that are profitable is talking about the nation of Israel. See, when we get into power, all right, and we, you know, one of the jobs that the elect are going to have, okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, we're part of that number. One of the jobs the elect are going to have is restoring the ecosystems that Yahweh Shem Yahushua established down here on the earth during creation, man. Okay, putting everything back in order. All right, removing, you know, plants that ain't supposed to be there, removing animals that ain't supposed to be in that certain ecosystem, putting everything back in order, man. Okay, and doing it the right way. All right, doing it in a way where it's not going to affect the population or the ecosystem that is currently set up, man. All right, this man, he does it in a carnal way. He does it to where it's going to be detrimental to the entire ecosystem, man. What's the reason why he got to go? Okay. This is Isaiah 14:7. Okay, it says the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. This is talking about when the red Hebrew Edomite gets put down and the nation of Israel gets established as the ruling power of the earth. Okay, it said the whole earth is at rest. Let's look this word up for rest. Okay, Nawak. All right, which means comfort. You know, that's the name of Noah. To rest, settle down, remain, to repose, to have rest, to cause to rest, to give rest to make quiet, to cause to rest, to cause to alight, to let remain, to permit, and basically to rest. Okay, everything is going to be in tranquility. Tranquility is going to come back to the earth. All right. It said the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. Okay, they break forth into singing. This is talking about all the creation, man. All the creation is going to praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua for him destroying the red Hebrew Edomite and doing what he said he's going to do in Sirach, the 10th chapter that we just read. He's going to set up a people that are profitable, rulers that are profitable unto the earth. Okay, it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Why? Because this man has a thing called clear cut. He's literally on a campaign to destroy everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has created, man. Okay? Because he believes in his mind that the Most High didn't do a good job. All right? So he has to go over it. You know? Verse 9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, which the dead represents these other nations. See, and this is one of the reasons why these other nations are coming up against you, man. Okay, because of all the wickedness that you have done down here on the earth. The Most High is stirring them up to destroy you because of the things that you do, the way you have ran the earth, man. All right, let's get this real quick. In Wisdom of Solomon, 6th chapter. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. It says, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth, and the Most High hath given you red Hebrew Edomites control of the earth. All right, give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. Yeah, you got all these nations in subjection unto you. For power is given you of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsel. And the Most High tried your works out. Okay, this is the solution that this man has come up with to, you know, deal with the mouse population on these islands, man. Okay, so the Most High, he put you in this situation, see how you was gonna handle it, and this is this nigga's reaction, man. This is his proposal to deal with this problem. All right, he dropped 3,000 pounds of rat poison on an island, man. All right, it says, for power is given you of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works. Okay, and the Most High weighs every action in the balance, man. Okay, and search out your counsel, so your thoughts. Okay, the things that you come up with, that you propose to do and implement, the Most High searches all that out, man. Verse 4, it says, because being ministers of his kingdom, all right, and this is the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. The scriptures tell you that, Daniel 4:17. All right, because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, okay, nor kept the law, and there's laws against this, man. All right, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. All right, horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them in high places, and the Most High is going to destroy you Edomites with a sword of destruction, man. And this is one of the reasons why he's going to do it. It says, hell from beneath is moved, is back in Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All right, and that's what's going on. Okay, these other nations are rising up against you. Why? Because your time is at hand, man. Now we living in a time of your destruction, because this is what you do. This is the type of things that this man does here on the earth. All right, dropping poison everywhere, poison the people, the animals. Okay, poison the water. All right, and he ain't gonna stop. He will continue doing this until everything's destroyed, man. All right, so with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harahakadash, double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom.